Well, Old Mutual was founded in 1845 in Cape Town and is a global long-term savings, insurance and investment group.
It's short-term insurance operations, mutual and federal. It has a market cap of 203 billion rand, has a PE ratio of 17 and a dividend yield of 4.14%.
Have you enjoyed some benefit from an Old Mutual rally?
We've actually preferred the more locally focused operations. I think there was a big value play. Remember, it got into quite a bit of trouble in the financial crisis. It's had to restructure. I think it's much more focused now, and we're seeing it, as Byron said, it's diversifying away from some of those Scandinavian markets that it's recently sold off, and more into the East Africa. They bought a big stake in UAP. And are going after that space. So I think a better leverage of their skill set, strong in developing markets, that's obviously their heritage, but also the listing of the asset management operations in the US late last year. So I think quite neat. It's been a very strong performer. I think a good leadership team there and a very solid, more rand hedge-based investment.
Let's have a look at the share price performance. Byron, we'll get that graph up for you.
It's obviously done really well. I mean, this is a company with a very long history and almost got, as Rowan mentioned, completely wiped out during the financial crisis. They bought a whole bunch of junk bonds, which in developed markets, which really, shot themselves in the foot there.
We went all the way down to 430, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So it's been a great turnaround story, and I think assets under management up to 5 trillion rand. So the business has really grown nicely. Like Rowan mentioned, solid involvement in East Africa and other parts in Southern Africa, and I think they've got the concept right. They're keeping it simple. Asset management is still a great business, so you offer all these array of products. And like I mentioned, financial services at the moment is a real sweet spot, and this is the leader.
Would that Africa opportunity be something worth considering if you're looking at the investment case here?
Yeah, it's such a big operation, and I think it's just another aspect, and it maybe is more indicative of their strategy, which I think is positive. So overall, yes, I don't think in the short term it's going to add significant value to the group, but in terms of the overall positioning, it remains exciting.
I think that's a key question. Sorry, Byron, just to stay with Rowan for a minute, is where's that additional value unlock going to come from current market levels or current share price levels?
So I think that's what you've seen from those lows post the crisis to the current levels. It does look much fuller. A lot of these groups are trading at premiums to their embedded values, and I think it will come from growth in the developing markets. They've also got strong positions still in the UK market, and if you see a continuing recovery of that economy, I guess, but I think it's more sort of market type performance from here.
Byron, remind us of our stance from a hot stocks portfolio with Old Mutual.
We have held it before, but it's never really been a core holding. There are a lot of other businesses in the sector which are great operators, and we'll discuss those later. But I think overall you've got to ask yourself two questions about this business. Where's the market going from here? Are you positive? Do you think are you in the bearish camp where you think there's another crisis just over the corner or around the corner? And the other question is, operationally, are these guys doing the right things? And I think Old Mutual have been getting it right, and we've seen it reflected in the share price. I think so. Yeah, I'm certainly positive on the market still going forward, and I think operationally Old Mutual are getting it right.
Are you yes to both of the questions that Byron has posed?
Yes.
Are you hot?
I'm hot.
Are you hot, Byron?
I'm hot.